Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video here on XRP. We're going to do a full update. I have to put some more indicators on the chart, I just realized. We're going to do a full update on the technical situation right now for XRP, which seems quite clear. For XRP specifically at least, but obviously there's a lot going on in the markets. And XRP is very much fulfilling, or is very much doing what it has been doing for almost months now. I mean, it's been doing this I would argue since the beginning of April, where it also was quite stable, right? XRP has been stable, and there's been a lot of stability with the price action for XRP, which is the same, but okay. But that's a bit of a blessing and a curse, right? Because that also means that over the last 24 hours, we've not only seen a lot of bullish momentum for Bitcoin, but also a huge amount of bullish volume. And then if we take a look at XRP, yes, I mean, yesterday the volume was elevated. But it was in no shape or form as elevated as it was for Bitcoin. I mean, yesterday afternoon, when the volume for Bitcoin really started to spike up high, XRP did move together with Bitcoin, but it just reached that main resistance level, which I can understand you're almost getting tired of me talking about it, but at 2.41, which, if you're new to these videos, the most important level for XRP is that level between 2.41 and 2.45, which is a bit of a mix between an intraday supply level right now, the 7-day rolling VWAP, and most importantly, the point of control, the POC. So we reached that with a bullish momentum, but since then we've rejected from that, and ultimately it seems like XRP just wants to remain stable in this range between 2.45 and 2.25. Now, is that bad? No, like I said, I mean, XRP has been very stable, right? So let's say that Bitcoin is unable to hold this breakout, which is a realistic possibility, then I would still say that XRP would hold this level right here at 2.25. And we've spoken about that 2 days ago as well. I mean, we can even drop down into 2.21, 2.22. Spike down there, grab some of those imbalances, grab the naked POC I think we have there as well, or at least a point of control, and bounce back up. And that also, to me, seems like the most likely scenario right now for XRP, all right? That is stability, all right? Stability between 2.45 and 2.25. We still have a sea of support right here from 2.3 into 2.25. And personally, I also don't think that Bitcoin is going to crash, right? So the only reason I would say that XRP can drop down below 2.25 is either some very specific bad news for Ripple, which I don't expect, but that's also not something I can expect or predict, or a crash for Bitcoin, which, I mean, if we get some major bearish news in the world, then it's a possibility, but technically there's not really any indication of that. Like, Bitcoin can pull back, but then I would expect XRP to hold, right? But no, I mean, if we're zooming in here for XRP, so like 2.45, 2.25, those are the main two levels to watch. And I've spoken about this in the premium group I have, in which I'm trying to do some more XRP trading, because it's actually like you don't need that much volatility for trading if you can assume that a coin is not going to be that volatile, right? Because you can actually use some tighter stop losses. So XRP is actually very well tradable, but in my opinion, you should just keep your eyes on 2.41, 2.45. If we break above that with volume, I think it's a buy. But at this point of time, there is no real volume. There is no real strong momentum. We got a pretty strong rejection here from that level at 2.41. So I would say short term, it is a little bit more likely for XRP that we are going to pull back into that support level right here between 2.32, 2.25. But most of the support is between 2.27 and 2.3. So that will drop down into that, but that we will find support there, and that from there we'll also be able to jump back up. Now, would I set limits at that level? No, I would prefer to see some sort of a reclaim, right? So that we do something like this, and that you long this reclaim here. But like I said, if you're interested in that, consider joining the Signal group. But that's it for now, right? Hopefully that helps. Hopefully that helps with the way you see XRP, at least on the short term. There's a very short term analysis, I have to say. But I'll be back with more updates this afternoon and tomorrow, of course. So for now, have a great Tuesday. Thank you for watching. Take care and bye.